Hey everyone, Xanagir here, back with another video. This video is going to be me commentating over my current Magic Garden high score in an effort to teach you how to play Magic Garden for score. So, a couple things you might miss when going for the gold completion of this game is that whenever you turn in more than 6 Oppies at the same time, it levels up your potion. That you might have noticed. But what you might not realize is that since there's only 200 possible Oppie turn-ins by the end of the run, by turning in more than 6 at once, you are then limiting the amount of potions you can get by the end of the run. So, the other factor to this is that whenever you collect more than 1 potion at a time during a eat phase, it increases your multiplier. So, probably pretty obvious, the way to get score is by getting a high multiplier and eating a lot of Oppies. And the other part of this strategy will not become clear until the end of the run, obviously, since you're not going to be eating a lot throughout the course of your run. So, in the meantime, I will say, whenever you are collecting Oppies to get towards the point where you are stacking potions on the board and building up that and saving the potions for later so you can build up that multiplier, what you want to do is you want to keep the board relatively clear, but for every gold potion you eat, you are then making your pink Oppies spawn faster, which will then increase the amount of Oppies you can drop during the eat phase at the end of your run. Obviously, the big hindrance is the fact that as you're playing through the run, you do not want to eat too many because you are then spending potions that you could be using for score later. So generally, you want to balance safety and score. Right here, I am playing fairly suboptimally. This run is only 300,000. The current world record is 2.5 million or 2.3 million by no hit. I'll put a link to the world record in the description so you can check it out. And they have kept the world record these last few days. They got the first 1 million run, and then they immediately followed it up with a high 1 million run, and then a 2 million run, and now a 2.3 million run. They might even have a 2.5 million run by now. I'm actually not sure. And I would love if someone in the comments who's smarter than me could figure out the highest ceiling for score, theoretically. And this is a bit complicated because whenever you do the math, you have to account for the fact that when you are eating them, I'm pretty sure the timer slows down. So you have to kind of do the math to see how many you are eating, as well as how many potions theoretically are possible on the board at once. And then also calculate the optimal path. And there's a lot of RNG involved because the potions spawn in a random location. The blue Oppies spawn in random locations. So you have to weave in between all the potions and all the Oppies. So there's a lot to take into account, and the theoretical perfect run is not as simple as saving up the max amount of potions, because the potions also have to be in the right location, and the blue Oppies also have to be in the right location for you to dodge them. And here I am obviously eating more than I need to, but that's just for safety because, you know, there's a lot to take into account whenever you're dodging these guys. And there you go, I just dropped one. That was not an overfill. what you want to look for whenever you are looking for an overdrop is on the left side, you see above the cat, there's the red dots, and you make sure you never want that above. You never want to drop more than 6, like I said at the beginning. But the red potion will spawn if you've dropped the right amount. You don't want a green, blue, or gold potion whenever you are delivering. But again, it becomes really complex later on in the run whenever the oppies are spawning like crazy, as you can see. So you just have to pay attention to a lot of things. So I'll start explaining the turn-in phase now, towards the end of the run. I generally wait until 170 plus, I believe, for the turn-ins. And this might be suboptimal. That was an overdrop. But as of right now, I am not at the point where I really need to... I'm not going for world record. I'm just going for a personal best. So I'm not playing perfectly optimally. I'm playing really safely, which will need to change in the near future as I get closer to the 1,000,000 point mark. So whenever you're going through the turn-in phase, the way you want to optimize your turn-ins is you want to make sure that when the timer is about to end, you eat a potion right when the timer is about to end. You don't want to eat a potion too early because that limits the amount of oppies you can eat during your potion phase. So you want to pre-plan your route and then also pick up as many pink on the way as you can to the potion. You want to get to the potion as soon as the timer hits 0 and no later, and maximize the amount of pink you are picking up. Why am I picking up so many? Okay, here's the part where I'm going to turn in one more time, and I'm going to start the turn-in phase. So I want to pick up as many pink as I possibly can, and then I want to drop them behind me, like right there, and then eat a potion, start eating them up. And I should actually probably leave these ones on the board and maximize the amount of pink I'm picking up instead of eating these. And this is something I am going to change in my further high score runs. But this is, again, the first time I've gotten above 100,000. Or the first time I've gotten well above 100,000, rather. So I'm just mapping out and trying to pick up as many pink as possible. And just don't put too much distance between yourself and a potion. So that way you can pick it up as soon as it hits 0. So right there, I picked it up at 25. That's bad. That's really bad. You don't want to do that. But again, I'm trying to play safely because I'm still fairly new. This is only my 3rd day going for high score. So I'm gonna keep playing this game, and you'll probably see a lot more high scores on the channel, or my second YouTube channel where I upload stuff without commentary or any editing. And I'll put a link to that channel in the description below. I put my Star Wasper completion over there. See, I just ate 2 potions in a row. That was absolutely horrendous. That probably cut off my score by like 100,000 or more. Absolutely abysmal. I hate it. It makes me so sad. But you know, there will be another run, and I love playing this game for score. It's so much fun. Yeah, I'm trying to think of if there's anything else I should go over that I forgot to mention. That's basically Magic Garden. The first time you play it, you're probably just trying to survive, but the more you play, the more you learn. You can jump over guys. The one thing I wanted to mention is if you block a blue oppie from going in a direction by like putting a trail in front of them, they will not move the direction their eyes are facing. They'll change direction, and I actually don't know if it's random. Maybe there's a priority to the movement that I'm unaware of currently. I'd like to know that actually. But I'm still learning a lot about Magic Garden. I hope this helps you get to the cherry. You do not need 300,000 to get the cherry. You only need 20,000. They made it extremely lenient. Basically, to get the cherry, all you got to do is pick up, let a few potions stack up, get like a 5x multiplier, and then just eat some, and you'll get enough score for the cherry. It's really not too bad if you practice. But you do need to turn in 200, which is probably the harder part of the challenge. But that will do it for me. I'll let the credits play out, and we'll see me entering my high score on the board. And I will see you in the next video. I hope this helped, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.